And now, the never-ending adventures of Blaze Ranger. Greetings, fellow Rangers. Blaze Ranger here, and welcome to episode 26 of my Minecraft 1.10 world. We are down in the Nether, gathering some resources. Trying to get as much of this magma block as I can. Not that I need it, it's just I've used almost my entire supply of it. We'll show you that in just a minute, but I just want... Ooh, low on arrows. But I just wanted to let you know what's going on, and I'm going to finish up here, and then I will meet you back in just a few seconds, so just hang on. Okay, here we are. We're heading back to Pigletville. As you can see, I've got a few little stacks of magma blocks. What I actually came for was the lava. But yeah, we're heading back. I'll show you what I've been doing. I've been doing a lot of work over there, and it's kind of not boring and tedious, but just long. It's taken a long time. I'll just show you what's going on over here. I've got, well, not most, but I've got a lot of the glass put in. I've still got a lot to go, so I've been making glass over there the whole time. That's weird. Yeah, so I still got this to do. It's very time consuming. I've got a lot of glass panes. As you can see, I've still got a lot to go. Most of the roof is done. As you can see, unfortunately that takes most of the blocks, but the ghasts haven't been too bad. There's been a couple times been fighting them off, but I got to put a door in here somewhere because I just like to have doors. But we're going to head over to Pigletville, and I'll show you what's been going on over there. So let's head on over. I think I have a base now over there that I'm kind of happy with, so I'll let you see it and see what you think. Oh, some of these guys have been getting really close. So here we are at the Pigletville base. Ooh, welcoming committee, how nice. Hello, boys. As you can see, I've been using a lot of the magma blocks. I've got a lot of chests. Most of them are empty. I've been using this red nether brick. I really like the way it looks. I've got my wall of lava up here. And in order to get these, you have to use 2 pieces of nether wart, 2 pieces of the red bricks. I don't have any on there. Where is it? Let's see. I can't remember what they're called. Nether brick. Well, there you go. And that creates those. But so I've had to make a lot of those. Just get rid of this for now. What I want to do is I'm actually making glass right now. Well, not there, but over here I was. And this is what I wanted the lava buckets for. But, you know, you can get a little bit of experience from smelting things, but you don't get an awful lot. So what I wanted to do is put the oh yeah, I need these 3. Put the sand up there, the lava buckets in here, and then I've got to make 3, there it is, 3 hoppers. So we'll just put these here and make hoppers. There's the 3 of them. And what'll happen is, I'm sure you've seen this before, I use this all the time, different sizes sometimes, but I'll put a hopper that goes into this chest, a hopper that goes into the furnace, and what that'll do is it'll pull the bucket from there, puts them in the hopper, and then when they're ready, puts them in there. And so whatever is up here will get pulled down. Okay, let's see if I can do this in there. So the sand, or whatever I put up there, gets pulled down through this hopper. Whoops. Get your head out of the way. And into the chest, and when it's finally converted to glass, it'll pull it and put it in here. Ooh, get that bucket back. Now we can leave it in there. No, I'll take it, just in case. So I've got... I thought I had some sand. Yeah, most of these are empty. I guess I've smelted or done most of the sand. They keep standing in this corner. I don't know why. It's like they're trying to go somewhere, but I'm not quite sure where they're going. I need to find a desert, because all the sand that's at home, I've been sort of, well, pulling it all down, or digging it all up, I guess is the word. And I've got a brewing stand over here. I got the stuff for potions, and then I'll have all the potions on this side, but I want to get a cauldron in here as well, because it's the only way you can put water in the nether. Not that it gives you a lot of water, it only fills up 3 water bottles. But yeah, this is what I've been doing in here. I always like glass, because I love to see what's going on. But you might have noticed from me swinging around that right there is kind of a different one. And this is where I was making all the nether wart. I started with all the stuff that I got from the fortress, and I've been growing it and expanding it. And at first I couldn't find enough soul sand, but then I discovered right near our base, the base that goes to the chicken farm, there's a ton of soul sand. So as you can see, I've got lots of nether wart, extra soul sand, and everything I need. So yeah, this will take you to Pigletville. But what I've decided is I really want to get those mending enchantments, or the mending books. I doubt if I will be able to, like, I could just keep enchanting books and hope I get it. But I think the best way to do it is either find it in a temple or get it from a villager. None of the villagers we have at Pigletville have that enchantment or have that book. So I'm going to have to go in search of other ones, other villages and temples, and just wherever I can get the enchanted books. So what I was thinking is, if I'm going to run into villagers, I mean, to get that book is going to be anywhere from, well, they say 5 to 64 levels, or 5 to 64 emeralds to get it from a villager or a librarian. So, you know, really, buddy, I'm kind of busy here. Go away, boy, you bother me. Paparazzi, I'll tell you. At least, what? What do they want, autographs or something? Anyways, so we're going to go in search of villages, but what I want to do is get a whole bunch of stuff ready to trade with the villagers. And some of the easiest stuff to get is with the farmer, because you can trade wheat, carrots, and potatoes and get emeralds. And the other thing we can trade with is the Fletcher and the fisherman, because they both accept string. And we've got that dual spider spawner that we can set up, and we can get string to work till it's coming out of our ears. So what I'm going to do is head back to home base and start setting up a bit of a farm. And I'll also set up a livestock farm too. I'll get the cows, chickens, pigs, and sheep. Sheep aren't really that much good, but the chickens and the, is it the pig or the cows? I'll have to look that up to see which one the butcher likes. And of course I can always get coal to do with the toolsmith, the weaponsmith, and the armorer. So I want to have like a huge supply of that stuff. I'm going to make ender chests so that I can carry way more than I have on me. And so that's the plan. We're heading back to home base to finally set up a house. But I wanted to show you this before we go. Is it me, or is there like tons of ghasts out there? Sounds like there's a lot. So yeah, I'm going to head back there and just make sure I don't need anything. Yeah, I'll take the sand to the other. I did come here on a cart, right? Where did it go? I didn't pick it up. Boy, if one of these guys stole it, man, you can't trust anybody. Ugh. Whoops. Yeah, I'm sure I didn't pick it up. Where did it... Oops. Where did it go? That is weird. Okay, so we're heading back. I'm going to drop off this... Oh, I should have picked up glass. Oh, well. I'm going to drop this glass off at the train station up here. So, and I'll leave it so the next time I come out I can work a little bit more on the path to the blaze spawner. We haven't... Oh. What? How did it get here? One of those guys must have bumped it. Yeah, I just want to drop off this. Yeah, we're going to... Not sure if we'll take this to the blaze spawner or over to the piglet farm, because I'm going to be working there as well. So I guess it'll depend on which one I'm going to work the most on. Okay, so let's head back to home base, and I'll meet you once I get there. Okay, we're back at home base. I've been doing a little bit of work. Just check and make sure nothing's going to come up and stab me, eat me, blow up on me, or sting me. Because just slept through the night. But yeah, I'm going to make 4 pens. We'll have sheep, cows, pigs, and probably chickens way over there, because they seem to be the noisiest. I'm actually going to make a chicken pen like this just for symmetry, to make it all look nice together, but I don't know, maybe somewhere over there or just under here. I'm going to make that chicken thing I have over at the other chicken base, where it's sort of self-running, but I just want to get it to make it look nice. So we'll have the animals all over here, and then up here, maybe at about this level or a bit higher, I'm going to have a nice big farm. I'm going to clear out a lot of those trees, and we'll plant wheat and carrots and potatoes and beets and netherwort, and we'll have melons, we'll have pumpkins, and we'll have, what's the last thing? It's just over there. Sugarcane, reeds, whatever you call it. So yeah, it's going to cover a big area. I put the animals further away because they get kind of noisy. But yeah, that's what I've been doing. So I will carry on with this and then start populating them. I think there's sheep and pigs in that direction. If not, I know there's sheep and pigs back at the chicken farm. I don't have any on me, but I did have some. I'll get some eggs and we'll get some chickens going. But yeah, I'm going to carry on and see how things work out. Okay, I think we've had a pretty successful time. There are chickens in that pen right there, and one wandering around loose. Not quite sure how that cow got out, so I've built a bit of a ring around the top. It's just, even when I had the cows there before with the fence too high, they were getting out. So I've got a little gap that I can get in and out just by jumping over that fence. But hopefully they won't be able to get out, because I know he wasn't there when I was building this. But like I say, there are chickens in there, and at some point they'll show up. There they are. So we'll let those guys grow up, and we'll go from there. But that's going to be the end of it for this episode, because it's been a very productive day. Whoops. So let's see, we'll get the farms in behind us. Yeah, like I say, you can't see the chickens. I wonder we can see the cow. Maybe the chickens are just too small. Anyways, tomorrow we're going to go searching for our sheep and pigs and see if we can populate all these, and then we can get going on the farms, the agricultural part of this, rather than the livestock portion. So that's what's up. That's what's going to happen next. And as always, thanks for tagging along.